I'm Mickey Colton.
And I'm Chad Dillon.
And this is the Utica Arenacross Series. Match you live for your 4th event of the season here in Biloxi, Mississippi, here at the Goat Island Speedway.
Mississippi! I just always wanted to say something like that.
Yep, and we are on the Goat Island Circuit, which is a small island located in the bay that Biloxi has. Yeah, there are no goats on this island, though.
Except
which
my
is
pet
a
Billy over here.
That's just Jim, the censor.
Oh, hi, Jim. Sorry, Jim. Sorry, Jim.
Jim is a professional. Stop demeaning him like that.
Oh, it's okay. I'll give him a treat. Oh, good boy. Good boy.
You just gave him some paperwork. He loves it. Well, let's take a look at our starting grid as we have a bunch of new faces here today. Who stands out to you, Chad?
Out of the new faces or just everybody in general?
Anyone in general, but...
All right, well, pick a card, any card. I'm going to say John Zamilio. You don't want to know why? I like that name.
Yeah, a complete unknown to this sport. I like drivers that are a little more experienced, like Mark Holbert, that I think might have a good chance here. Also, Annie Thomas could be a competitor. She is your current points sitter. As now, Betty Johnson's on track, the teammate car to Annie Thomas. Now,
oh, wow. Maybe to continue that live, here we got another dirt course.
Already a mistake for Betty Johnson.
I have to admit, though, that part there for any new driver in any form of rallycross event or arena cross event, that's a trip up. I mean, if you don't know what you're getting into, you're just going to drive straight. I mean, it's probably pretty much an obvious thing there.
Yeah, you don't get to run this course early on, and I'm not sure what Betty Johnson's trying to do here. She's trying to run up the sides here. Now, she's never driven one of these cars before, so I can understand maybe her confusion, but she does have rally experience.
She almost made it up the side, so she was kind of like, oh, maybe I could try it if I get a little more momentum, but it's just too hard to get up those dirt mountains.
Too steep for Betty Johnson.
Oh!
This is a very, very dicey run for Betty Johnson.
Exactly. But
baptism by fire in this.
Hitting every series. Corner, every nick, every bump, just not going her way. A 59-11. Not a good finish for Betty Johnson in her first round up.
Next up is going to be Alex Tanker. You remember him from the main division. Wasn't able to score a ride this year. Was able to come back, though, as a replacement for Dylan Young in this division.
Yep, Dylan Young now into the main rallycross. Didn't do a very good job in his first run, but
not going to do good for Alex Tanker as he flips it over. He'll be the DNF for today.
Oh my goodness, not a good start for our drivers here.
Next up is James Shelley. He just needs to make it through here and.
Yeah, no, you could just
survive.
You could start ghost riding the whip if you wanted to, as long as that car goes past the finish.
Exactly. James Shelley from the United Kingdom having a solid effort in driving a car that has a lot of prestige in this series.
Yeah, but even if you look at here, though, a very good start for him. He's gonna have a great finish compared to at least the rest of the field. Good
short track racer is Shelley, and he's going to take the top spot with a 25-second time. Next up is John ZD Zamilio for Dillo Motorsports.
With the most flamboyant car I've ever seen. A very awesome, very bold.
If you've ever met John Zamilio, you'll know that he is fabulous.
Yeah, he is the most fabulous man on the planet.
And I mean that in the most heterosexual way possible.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure, Mickey? Are you sure?
I am dead sure. As John Zamilio, solid run here today. Not a bad time for his first time in the car, 26.06. Next up is Skylar Dixon for Dixon Motorsports, who's still in the series from the beginning.
Exactly, and he's been doing okay. I mean,
you know, this could be a good opportunity for Skylar Dixon because a lot of drivers have pulled out of this series. He could have a chance to steal the title away.
Exactly, and it's a very tight race. You know, having only 2 races more after this, and then the Dead Man's Curve finale. We'll see what he can do.
Yep, Skylar Dixon, former rallycross driver, gets through that last section pretty good. 25.49. That is the top spot for Skylar Dixon. Next up is the Hebrew missile, Ian Siegel for Siegel Motorsports.
Yes, Ian Siegel. Not doing so good. Oh, does a nice cut there, but...
I thought he was going to get that done.
Oh, he was trying to cut the corner too much. A little ballsy move for Ian Siegel. But you know what? He should just go back to his role in How I Met Your Mother. But...
I don't understand that joke. I've not seen the show.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. But here we go. He's going to try and get to the finish line as best as he can, but...
This will beat Alex Tankard, I'm pretty sure. I think he's got some steering issues on that car.
Exactly. Trying to veer him to the right side, but he's able to taper to the end, but a 36.90 of not a good time for Ian Siegel.
4th place, he will knock off 2 off the bottom. Next up is the replacenator, Jeffrey Finguy, who has never had a full-time ride in this series, though he's run in every year.
More like drove himself into the ground every year.
Exactly, as Finguy, he was really hoping for this run. Finally, he's under his own team. Every other appearance he's made, he's been as a replacement driver for another team.
I know, and it's just this is tough for these guys. You know, it's hard. Rally,
Especially for Finn guys.
I know, especially for Finn guys, yes. But it is tough for them. These are really, really short tracks. Takes a lot of skill, but it's able to master your ability as a driver.
39-13. He may have a chance to get back up to the top division in Dead Man's Curve. James Silverfox for Cybertron Racing. An awful season thus far for this driver.
Exactly, really but a very good spot there with a nice jump. Smoothest I've seen all day.
Exactly, as he's going through this section here, he's got good car control. I think he's got the fire. After last week...
Oh, he's pissed. He's ready to win.
He's angry.
33.82.
Look at that. 2 seconds faster than Skylar
Dixon. Next up is Annie Thomas, our points leader. Looking to try and bring home the belt yet again. You know, but not a good start for her.
Now, she's not won a race yet, if I'm not mistaken. So she's not going to do it today either, but, you know, very consistent this season. This could be a hardship for the 30 team.
Exactly. One wrong move in this event, but she's stuck on the side. Annie Thomas is DNF'd.
That is disappointing for Annie Thomas. So close, but no cigar. As now the last car up on track, it's going to be Mark Holbert for S3 Motorsports. He won the season opener. Look at that.
Whoa!
He's got a bit of a drive.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to compete with James Silverfox. Hopefully he doesn't take Silverfox's crown because Silverfox just wants this win. He wants it so bad.
Holbert going through the last stages of the course. What can he get? 2022. It's a
tie!
We have our first tiebreaker of the season.
Even for first!
Okay, so... for those of you who are new to this, they're going to each run once more. Whoever has the better time will take the position. Their time does not affect their spot at the moment, though. So if they do a time that's worse, they do not move down the grid. But
exactly.
This is exciting for the victory. I don't think we've ever seen this in Rallycross competition for the victory.
I know. This is going to be a very intense battle here. Silverfox hoping to at least take the crown. Took the nice route again. Very consistent both times hitting that jump.
Silverfox has struggled all this season, but this has been a course that seems like he... made for.
Yeah, this is the time it makes it count. He's going to the finish line just as good as his first run.
Not just as good, better.
Oh, wow.
He improved on it. So now Mark Holbert not only has to beat Silverfox this time, he's got to beat the record.
Yeah, Mark Holbert, he's ready to go. See if he can do it again. Very smooth and very nice to the ground. But
no! And that's going to do it for Mark Holbert. We're going to let him finish this run, see what he can do. But
that's terrible. He doesn't even want to drive into the finish line.
I think he's just going to try and finish just for the posterity, but...
I know.
Man, that is disappointing for Mark Holbert, who came so close. But, hey, this will be a second-place finish for him, and he will get a bonus point in the championship because he was technically a leader at one point.
He was. But whoa!
What is he doing
full
here?
Flip from Mark Holbert.
I think he's training for Seth Cole's circus.
Either that... Wow, that should be a thing.
I know. Why
Seth! Why don't we have a competition for cool tricks? All right,
a 51.91 going to be the slowest time of those who finished. James Silverfox is going to upset and get his first career victory in this series. Mark Holbert's going to follow close behind, followed by Skylar Dixon, James Shelley, the best of the newcomers, and John Zamilio rounds out your top 5.
Then you have Ian Siegel, Jeffrey Finguy, Betty Johnson, Annie Thomas with a terrible run today, and Alex Tanker to finish out your top 10.
Luckily, the points are relatively close here, so maybe Annie Thomas won't be hit too hard. But that will be a huge upset for Annie Thomas. And I feel bad for both Victory Racing cars. Both of them struggled today.
Oh, Mark Holbert being able to take the top spot, followed by Brandon Cresta. Annie Thomas moving to third. And then Joshua Michaels is no longer in this race anymore, followed by Cody Hagan, rounding out your top 5. Sorry.
Ian Siegel is going to be in the 6th place position, followed by James Silverfox and Skylar Dixon. Dylan Young and Jerry Garrett rounding out the top 10. So many blanks up there near the front, but these guys will slowly work their way up. James Shelley, John Zamilio, Betty Johnson, Jeffrey Finguy, and Alex Tanker scoring a sole point.
Just one good old point.
That's the Estavis Cortez point.
Yeah, exactly, it is.
Well, thank you for watching this round of the Utica Arenacross series. We're going to be going to Washington, New Hampshire for our next event. So it should be an excellent event. We're going to be back in an arena this time.
I know the arena courses are really fun, really short, and there's a lot of skill involved.
So from the Utica Rallycross Series family, we will see you next time.
Adios!